YouTube, what's up? My name is Chicken Fried Rice, and today I'm going to teach you guys what not to do when playing as the US in Ruse. This is going to be a 4 versus 4 games on the map strategist, and today I'm going to be playing with Titus Polo, Mobius Strip, and Is Your Bye Bye. Of course, myself is included in there, but right here, first thing you'll notice, he built 0 depots. That's the first big no-no that this guy does. The first biggest mistake, again, especially against someone that's playing as Italy. You never build 0 depots. I already have 2 depots and I set up my tank base and all that. And I have my 3rd depot on the way and my thing is exposed. Now all this guy starts doing is he builds 1 recon plane and he starts making B-25 Mitchells. Now this technique might work against someone that doesn't have anyone going air on his team. But even though if this guy would have managed to take out my HQ right away, I would have still been able to kick his ass because I would still have 3 supply depots making me money and I would be able to make some tanks and all those. Now I wouldn't have ruses and stuff, but I have to make sure, you work with what you get. So this guy's being the little idiot he is, and he built 0 depots and now he has a bunch of B-25 Mitchells. So he thinks he's sneaky by sending a recon out ahead of his planes and sending a bunch of planes out. That just tells my ally that he is coming, so my ally sent some guys. So here we go. He's bombing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 B-25 is not enough to take down an HQ. You guys have to know when you try and do this stuff, B-25s don't work. If you're going to try and pull this stuff off, you want to do more than that. And you do not want to do a 0 depot rush. Now right here I try and do a rush with my infantry since I realized that he was making only bombers. But unluckily for me, he starts making anti-air bunkers, which my infantry can take care of one. But sadly they did just not, because it's light infantry and I hadn't upgraded to heavy infantry yet. And so I'm going for this guy, but my unit gets routed and I lose that one. In the meantime, this guy has nothing, and on top of doing a 0 depot rush and only having B-25s, he starts making fragile anti-infantry positions, but he makes no AT positions, which makes my job of walking into his base, well, pretty much easy. So pretty much what this guy did, he did things, all the things you're not supposed to do. When you're on the edge, you're not supposed to go air, because or else you're leaving your ground vulnerable to attack. When in any game, you never go a Zebra Rush. That's number 2. Number 3, you do not set up a bunker defense without having AT or anything else. This guy just set up, okay, a couple of MG nests and 2 anti-air bunkers. Fine, my tanks will walk right in there and kick his ass, and he can't do anything because B-25s are not effective versus tanks. So he really had nothing that is capable of performing any form of damage towards my tanks. So I don't even need that many tanks. As always, I always upgrade to M15s as Italy, and I just sent a couple of M15s in there, and it's not long before I just completely destroy him. Look, there's nothing stopping me. I just roll right in there and I screw him over, and this is the end of the game for this guy. And problem when doing a 0 depot rush is after he built all those bunkers and that airfield, he couldn't do anything else. He had no more money, and those were his units for the game. And that's the problem with 0 depot rushes, is if it doesn't work, you're not just penalizing yourself but the whole team, because income, if you didn't know, is shared in Ruse. So if one guy doesn't build depots, everyone else is not getting as much money as they should. So that's the problem with people that go 0 depot. So usually what we do as our strategy is we send one guy out to collect as many depots as he can, and by doing this, well, it gives everyone else a crap load of money. And that's the idea. So I capture his base and I start getting moving and send in my tanks, and pretty much this is the game. That's it. This guy did a 0 depot rush. We took care of him. This guy got taken care of by Titus Polo, who's a Russian, and this dude over here is trying to protect both fronts, but pretty much he's just going to get crushed. Dot. That's it. That's all. That's the end of the game. This guy's sending in a bunch of T-34s. That's fine. And on the other side, I'm coming in with a couple of M15s. So this guy doesn't really have any options. He's completely surrounded. And that's the end of the game. Just because this guy tried to do a zero depot rush, and I don't know what that guy was doing. But by doing a zero depot rush, you're really putting the risk high on yourself, because when you do that, if it doesn't succeed, you don't have a backup plan, and that's why you don't do zero depot rush. And I don't know why this guy has ME-262s so early on in the game, but that is just a waste of your money. You never upgrade to ME-262s that quickly. Now, if we take a look at what it looks like from our perspective, this is what it looks like. Now, decoy air assaults are always useful, but that's pretty much all of it. This is what's happening, guys. I'm just going to take this guy's base over, and he's got nothing stopping me here except for an MG nest. And this is pretty much what not to do in a game of Ruse. That's it. That's all, guys. If you do this, well, you're retarded, and you should be playing this game, because if you do, well, you're just going to get completely owned every single time. So this guy's going to surrender soon because he knows he's done. But he manages, well, actually he doesn't manage. He doesn't put up a good fight at all. We just stomp all over him. Look at these. Why are you making jet bombers? I have tanks. Your jet bombers aren't going to do anything versus my tanks. Now he's making 88mm flak. He's thinking, but then I just send in a couple infantry. But my tanks, MGs, well, pretty much can kill flak very easily, so all I have to do is get in close, which is no problem for those. In the meantime, he got completely screwed on this side. So that's it. That's the end of the game, guys. They lost the game right at the beginning when that guy did zero depot rush. So as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe, and check out our Steam group if you want to play against me or any of my friends on Ruse. And I'll see you guys all next time.